looked up the top 10 defenders of all time.
Sidney Moncrief.
According to fadeawayworld.com.net, actually. Some of which you've already named.
Right.
But according to this particular list, and you could agree or disagree, here's a top 10 list from 1 to 10. No matter of fact, we'll go from 10 to 1.
Got it.
Number 10 is Gary Payton, which you mentioned.
Right.
Number 9 was Kobe Bryant. Nah.
Yeah. What? Nah.
Okay. Kevin Garnett is number 8. Tim Duncan. Dwight Howard. Wallace, which is kind of close to home for you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Mtumbo.
I was about to say, because I left that out. Ben Wallace, Mtumbo, yes.
Then there's Scottie Pippen.
Yes. But I've told you this so many times on this show. Everybody, Scottie Pippen is not the guy that holds Michael Jordan's valet. Scottie Pippen is part of the reason Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Like, it has to happen. It was like Dean and Lewis. Like, it had to happen. Costello. Abbott and Costello.
Number 4 is Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, yeah. Did they put Joe Dumars in there? Because Joe Dumars kind of locked him up.
No. Number 3 is Dennis Rodman. Who you
Dennis
mentioned
Rodman,
first.
yes.
Number 2 is Hakeem Olajuwon.
Go ahead.
And then number 1 is Bill Russell.
Okay. This is the deal. They mention the big guys because of their shot blocking abilities.
Yeah.
Okay? And guarding people in that position. It's almost like being a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mentality when you got these big guys. But to be able to guard somebody dribbling the basketball, imagine trying to guard Harden. That has to be the hardest job on the planet, is to guard Harden. I'm telling you. Just trying to guard Steph Curry.
Right.
Trying to guard Kyrie Irving. Like I said, if Isaiah Thomas said it's the best ball handler he's ever seen in his life, it's Kyrie Irving. And Isaiah being the best ball handler I've ever seen, that should tell you something. Trying to guard somebody putting the ball down, it's much easier, like Gilbert Arenas said, to play with a guy with his back to the basket that can't see the rim. It's an easier person to play. He can't just run you over, so he can either go right or left. But no, there's Lance Stevenson.
Okay. So basically, you're not even putting Draymond Green in your top 10.
In my top 10? No.
No.
But I got in trouble for that before, too. The people I've played against, if we're bringing in my era, the golden era, I'm going to say that now. The late 80s, 90s is the golden era. Right. If I can bring it in, if we're going to call it the golden era, Scottie Pippen will shut you down, right? Because you can't bounce pass because his knuckles are on the ground already.
Right. The exceedingly long arms.
Yeah. And then you have, Michael was good. He and they would turn people. But there's so many people we're leaving out because they're not as famous. But Draymond is a good defender, but it's so funny. Another reason I like Draymond, he knows how to keep the camera on him. That's an important, staying relevant is an important thing to do.
David Robinson is another one.
David Robinson. So they're going with shot blockers. They're going over shot blockers. So I understand what Draymond is saying. If we take the shot blocking part out of it and take out the fact that people can turn around and face you, Draymond might be in the top 10. I'm going to take that back.
I mean, every list I'm looking through, Bill Russell is number 1 on that list.
Because Bill Russell blocked everybody's shot.
Right.
It wasn't just his man.
Him, yeah.
Right. He had to guard Wilt Chamberlain, brother. That's ridiculous.